Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 3 of our LOFT All-in-One LinkedIn Live series. I'm Dana Gardner, Industry Principal for RealPage, and I'm so excited to be here today with Courtney Head to chat about all things LOFT loyalty. But before we dive into today's topic, Courtney, can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Dana. I'm very excited to be here. I'm Courtney Head. I am a senior product manager here at RealPage. And in a nutshell, that means it is my job to identify customer and market needs that the product or feature that we're building will fulfill, define and communicate what success looks like, and then rally a team together to go turn that vision into reality. I focus on loyalty and resident engagement, and I've been in the loyalty space for, I think, 8 years now, so it's clearly a fun space to be in.
Yes, and Courtney and I have worked together for years now, and we actually came to RealPage from the Modern Message Community Awards acquisition. So, she's an incredibly brilliant and talented individual. We're very lucky to have her with us today. She's absolutely an expert in the mechanics that really drive resident behavior and sentiment and ultimately loyalty in that form of retention. So, Courtney, what would you say are some of the basic components of a rewards program, and why are they really so critical to have at the community in general?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, and in its simplest form, right? A rewards program has an action that earns points or rewards, so making a rent payment online. There's the reward itself. So in our situation, that is points or exclusive experiences or services. And then there's the delivery mechanism for receiving that reward. And so that's the new Loft Resonant app. But you all know this, right? Because as consumers, we've all become very comfortable and really attuned to rewards programs because they're a part of our daily lives. So we experience rewards for frequenting retailers, restaurants, gas stations, taking a trip. The list is really endless. So a well-designed rewards program at a community in a world where that is kind of expected and we've been groomed for that behavior. It's just really a great way to help renters feel valued and appreciated.
So true. I mean, we often talk about how reward programs really drive engagement. And, a well designed and engaging rewards program at a community can really help renters feel very valued and appreciated. But this concept of engagement, or that word engagement, it seems to be really, really overused word in multifamily today. I mean, I see it everywhere. So, what do we really mean when we talk about renter engagement? What does that ultimately boil down to?
Totally, you're absolutely right. Renter engagement is such a buzzword, and I get it, right? It's buzzy, it's good, it's a great thing to have, but what does it mean? And I think, at its core, it's all about creating meaningful interactions between residents and their communities. So it's not about, you know, just points or participation rates or just these, tangible like things that we see and use every day, but it's about fostering a sense of belonging, of loyalty and connection. So engagement happens when renters feel seen and heard and valued, like we just mentioned previously. And whether that's through a rewards program, events, surveys, or even just small, thoughtful gestures from on-site teams, that is where we are looking to really cultivate that experience within a rewards program. And like you said, create an engaging environment.
I love that. And when we think about engagement, I think often we use that, just as I mentioned before, as a click in or a buzzy word, but it really does matter. But why does that matter in the long run? Why do we even care about engaging renters? What does that prove?
Totally. Yeah. So I think it matters because, I mean, data shows that a highly engaged resident is more likely to renew their lease, leave positive reviews, and just become overall advocates for your community. So strong engagement reduces turnover. It builds that positive reputation, and it's going to drive higher occupancy and NOI. So a rewards program isn't just about offering, perks and rewards. It's just really about reinforcing a relationship between renters, their community, and turning all of those transactional interactions into lasting loyalty. And that's exactly what we're looking to aim to deliver to the market with Loft Loyalty.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. And I think it's really clear that when we have a really good foundation of what it means to actually engage renters in the everyday, this means that we're reducing that turnover, we're driving positive reputation, we're ultimately thinking about all of the things that impact their journey throughout their whole life cycle, it's pretty good. It's pretty clear that we've got that good foundation of what it means, right? We're engaging them in their everyday. But ultimately, when we think about Loft Loyalty particularly, how are we going to level up that rewards program? So what are we doing to ultimately level up that experience now?
Ooh, leveling up. No pun intended, right? Is that intentional? Always. So yeah, Loft Loyalty is a tiered rewards program. So it's allowing residents to earn points and build status throughout their time at your community. So the really exciting part though about Loft Loyalty is RealPage is funding fully all of the points for online rent payments. So it comes at a no-cost tool for our customers with insane value and benefits. But it doesn't even just stop with points. So RealPage has also cultivated exclusive partnerships with vendors to provide residents with access to monthly credits, also fully funded by RealPage, for services such as food delivery, home cleaning, handyman services, and even travel for any jet-setting residents. So we also built out like a Loft digital marketplace where residents can shop for over 100 national brands. And we even offer a digital concession management tool that connects to that Loft marketplace. So really just providing a seamless, simple, and super personal rewards experience all within a single app that you've kind of been hearing about all week in these sessions.
I love that. Yeah. And just a reminder, we're taking all your questions and comments live. So please feel free to enter them in the chat and we'll definitely address them during the broadcast. You can also go check out loftliving.com for additional information if you'd like to, and let us know if you'd like to hear more. But I'm going to just say this one more time for the people in the back. Loftliving.com, and then also RealPage's funding points, as well as a benefits marketplace place for Loft Loyalty. So we are going to be offering at no cost to our customers the ability to reward your renters for paying rent online. Amazing. This, I think, is massive, massive offering. So please let us know if you'd like to hear more and we can walk you through a lot of the details on how this plays out. But very, very, very exciting stuff.
Yeah. What are you waiting for? You just in the call. You just did it.
So how are we ensuring? I mean, I think that this is such a big offering and it is such an amazing opportunity for our customers to be able to reward renters, especially if they felt like in the past that there's a barrier to being able to offer a rewards program to their renters before. And we know that that has been a challenge for some of our customers. They've wanted to be able to, cultivate some kind of a rewards program and be able to offer something and give back to their renters and get them a bit more engaged and be able to, engage them more deeply into the communities, its happenings, and make them feel kind of that benefit and drive positive sentiment. And now we have a way to remove that barrier. But how are we focused on really ensuring that that loyalty, despite the fact that it's RealPage funded, is going to feel like we're driving that loyalty to the PMC or owner and not to RealPage?
Yeah, I love that question because it's not the goal of most loyalty programs to build loyalty to a third party instead of, yourself, right? But that's exactly our vision with Loft Loyalty. We exist to build loyalty for our customers, not Loft, not RealPage. So through Loft Loyalty, residents earn points and status over time, as we talked about. And our overall goal is retention, of course, but relocating is inevitable. So when the time does come to move, we want residents to strongly consider another community within the same portfolio under the same management company. And so the way we're doing that is Loft Loyalty is only allowing residents to retain their status and take it with them if they move to a community within the same portfolio or under the same management company. So really trying to push all of that hard work, all of that engagement, all of those points and benefits they've gotten from being a great resident. You don't want to lose those. So if you have to move, here's our list of properties in the area. Try one of those.
Yeah, I think that's so important that we're focused on building loyalty within the same PMC or portfolio of properties. And this is, I think, a big differentiator of the Loft Loyalty Rewards program to others in the market. But before I move on to our next question for Courtney, Autumn did ask a question in the chat. So Courtney, if we're looking to reward residents with points when they attend a resident event or some other reason, so that kind of that loyalty plus offering that we have, what's kind of that cost for points, and how does that work if they want to reward residents in addition to what we're offering in the base offering for loyalty? So how does that kind of work for them?
Yeah, great question. And I love it. I'm glad you're excited to learn about that. But yes, we do have Loyalty Plus, which allows you, like you mentioned, to offer things like points for an event or, writing a review or answering a poll and providing that feedback about anything going on site. So we do have that option, Loyalty Plus. The cost of points, it kind of changes, kind of depends on your specific program. That's the cool thing about this is the program is very custom and tailored to you. So you issue points, you pay for those points, and then the residents can cash those in for gift cards. So the market cost of a point is about a penny, so a penny a point. And you can put your budget. So the really cool thing, is it's super budget friendly.
Yeah.
We have a set cost, obviously, for those points. You tell us what your budget is, and we work with you to figure out how to make this program work, reach your goals, and stay within whatever budget constraints you do have at your site. So it's really, really custom to whatever your kind of goals and budgets are, which is very, very fun.
Yeah. And Autumn, we'll make sure that we reach out to you and send you a message with some more explicit information and pricing. And then we can also hop on a call and walk you through exactly what's included in that Loyalty Plus offering. So you can have some additional detail that comes along with that. Thanks for reaching out. All right. Awesome. So an additional question for you, Courtney. What does really the future of loyalty rewards look like? There's so much development in this space that's happening right now. So surely we have some other things that we're thinking about too.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, and we set up at the top of the call that we came from community rewards. I've been in the loyalty space for 8 years, but Loft Loyalty is new, right? It's not community rewards. It is a new product. It's an exciting product. And from inception to launch, it hasn't been that long. It is a very young product that hasn't even launched to the market yet. So there's so much we want to do. So we're just continuously evolving to bring your residents the most rewarding and personalized rewards program possible. So that could include more valuable and tailored rewards. As I mentioned, we have lots of vendor partners that we're working with. That's not going to stop. We want to continue to reach out, provide value, provide rewards that residents are interested in. We've done lots of surveys for residents. We'll continue to get their feedback. And we're also wanting to offer more opportunities to engage with their community to build a stronger connection. So I know earlier in the week, you heard from Isabel about Loft Payments and Toby about Loft Moving, and just trying to talk through all those touch points in a renter's life cycle. So again, from leasing to moving to living. So expect to see some exciting enhancements to really ingrain loyalty and rewards into every phase of that journey. We want to be getting in there with the residents from the day they move in, the day they say they're interested, to the day they move out, and really, really build that relationship and that connection. So we're just excited to continue to share our vision for Loft Loyalty. And I mean, I'll just say the future is bright.
Yeah, I think this is such a huge point as we look to the future of Loft in general, and we've heard from all of our product leaders this week about some of the big chunky parts of that journey. But ultimately, when we think about rewards and how we're driving behavior with our renters, we know that there's so many different pieces and layers of the renter journey and so many different opportunities to engage with renters. It's not simply, attached to a rent payment, although that's obviously a very prominent part of their journey. But there's all these different moments where they can engage with us and we can participate with them. That it might make sense to drive those additional behaviors, whether that's something that our, PMC partners or owner partners would want to drive behavior for, or maybe there's an opportunity for us to reward them in their life cycle as well. So we're looking at all of those different ways and how we can interconnect them. And it actually teaches us a lot about what they care about, what's important to them, and allows us to serve them better and personalize their experience better. So there's just so much opportunity on the horizon for this all connected, all-in-one Loft experience. And we're really looking forward to sharing more as we go. So very exciting for future for Loft. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you so much for joining me today, Courtney. I really appreciate it. I feel like this chat was a very, very long time coming. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you all for joining Courtney and I for part 3 of our Loft All-in-One series. We really hope you enjoyed our chat today, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a wonderful Friday.